The APRC NPP-backed candidate for Jeshwang constituency, Sirif Sar, has vowed to champion the disability bill and empower women by lobbying for funds to sponsor their activities if he is elected. Mr. Sar also pledged to champion the welfare of his people. Mahfoud Sise has the rest of that.
The parliamentary aspirant says he has created a construction company that created many employment opportunities for youth of his constituency. The philanthropist says he has also granted scholarships for students up to the university level. The former APRC Jeshwang ward councillor boasted of having to improve the socio-economic development of the people of Jeshwang constituency.
I did a lot for them in terms of development, in terms of scholarships, in terms of other livelihood things that can uplift the life of an individual. Still having contribution, not from government, but from my little profit that I have from my field. That's where I was using to help people, to sponsor students, to upgrade people's life by selling. Some of them will come to me and appeal to me that this is what they want to do. I don't mind to give it out. At the end of the day, out of nothing, just for the sake of the Almighty Allah. Currently, I'm sponsoring about 3 designing universities doing their bachelors. Some are doing their PhD, but not sponsored by me. After their courses, they did wonderful, and they had scholarship. They got to go and then continue their courses. Some are also in junior and senior secondary schools. Some are even staying with me from their families. They send them to me to stay with me to help.
In the sporting fraternity, Mr. Sar also says he has sponsored a team playing at the level of Nawetan in Serekunda West. The CEO of Sar Construction Group says every patriotic citizen should be developmental oriented.
Because there are a lot of opportunities. You need someone who is level-headed, who is focused, who has the direction, and knows where to hit the, to press the buttons and get the funds coming. Because government have created all the opportunities that are there to help women empower, to improve women empowerment. There are platforms that have been created where, you can, tap resources to help the young people to develop their talents and skills. These are all things that are on the pipeline if Sirif is elected into office. And I am certain and sure that the people of Jeshwang constituency will vote Sirif come 9th of April 2022.
Mr. Sar's campaign manager, Momodu Lamin Baji, deliberated on some of the achievements Mr. Sar registered when he was a councillor. He claimed that the construction of the Jeshwang market, provision of potable drinking water, and the re-electrification of Kanifing Estate were all registered during his time. Mr. Baji says having Mr. Sar in parliament means a boost in the socio-economic development of his people and the Gambia at large. Baji says once in office, Mr. Sar will establish a health expert committee in his constituency that will look into the health problems facing his people. Mr. Sar is contesting against UDP's Buba Jarama and MC Cham Jr., but for Mr. Baji, his candidate is the better one.
I'm very sure because I know all of them. I've been interacting with MC. We live in the same street. I had a double DC when I was a councillor, which he was part of. He later abandoned the double DC, and he doesn't contribute, he doesn't participate in any development of the ward, which I can confidently stand here and say the whole Jeshwang constituency are looking at me. They are listening to what I'm saying. The whole of Ibota and New Jeshwang are hearing what I'm saying, and they know what I'm saying are fact. I'm talking about the fact that MC did not impact in the life of the people of Jeshwang. More so the community where he lives, that's Ibota New Jeshwang. He has not impacted anything in terms of development, in terms of socio-economic, whatever. You look at all the aspects. He hasn't contributed in any aspect.
Gambians will head to the polls in April to decide who will represent them in the National Assembly for the next 5 years. Reporting for Eyeafrica TV, I am Mahfoud Sise.